Namaste. Good morning. Thank you very much for joining me for practice. Please respect your limitations and practice according to your condition. If some postures or exercises don't suit you, then you can leave them out. If you know the variations and very comfortable with the practice with those postures, then I invite you to explore them. So, as always, please remember the practice is an offering, and so how you're feeling is to an extent affecting everybody. So try to feel good throughout the practice so that others feel good through your experience as well. On that note, let's begin. Close the eyes. Bring the attention inward. Nothing to do, nothing to seek. Everything you need is already within. Let's begin with the sound of Om 3 times to attract divine attention. Imagine you are everywhere. Fix your mind on God alone. Rest your thoughts in God alone. And in God you will live hereafter. Of this there is no doubt. May all beings everywhere be happy and free from suffering and enjoy this practice through our senses. May we always have a strong desire for that knowledge that liberates us from pain and suffering. And may we cherish no ill feelings against each other. Only peace, love, joy, and compassion. Om Shanti, Shanti, Shanti. So let's start off with a breathing technique to promote a positive state of mind. My teacher Dharmaji always says that if you do this for 20 minutes, you'll be ready to face a firing squad. So you have to believe in the technique in order for it to work, however. So we'll only do it for a few moments, but when you're doing it at home, you can extend it, and then that's when you'll feel the real benefit. That's when you'll, to a greater extent. We're breathing in and out only through the right side. This is associated with Pingala Nadi, which is that bright, sunny, vibrant energy. So we're going to just try to trigger that, stimulate that. The left hand in Yana Mudra, second finger and thumb connected, other fingers on straight and on the knee, the whole hand on the knee. The right hand, second, third fingers fold down. This is Vishnu Mudra. When you turn the palm towards you, it's no longer Vishnu Mudra. It's what we use for the mudra that we use for the pranayama. We're using the right ring finger to block off the left nostril the whole time. And then the right thumb to control the passage through the right nostril. So we're breathing in for 8, holding the breath for 6, exhale through 8. No need to apply the locks. If you like, you can contract the anal muscles during the hold. More important to just try to keep your attention on the space between your eyebrows and just think of the positive energy, the happiness coming to you, all the happiness coming to you. So sitting up tall and straight. Exhale, empty the lungs. Then close off the left side with the right ring finger. Inhale to the right. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Hold the breath for 6. Close both sides of the nose. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Exhale out through the right side. 2, 3, 4. Try to complete empty by 8 count. 6, 7, 8. Inhale. 4, 8. 6, 7, 8. Close both sides of the nose. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Exhale through the right. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Inhale again through the right for 8 counts. Gradually filling up. Holding for 6. 3, 4, 5, 6. Exhale out for 8. 2, 3, 4. Nice and steady, uniform exhale. 8. Inhale for 8. Feel the lungs expanding, the chest lifting. Holding for 6. Exhale out for 8. 4, 5, 6. Everything deflates. 7, 8. Inhale for 8. Hold for 6. Exhale for 8. Continue on your own. Imagine being flooded by happiness, contentment. Hold it. Do it for all beings. Imagine all beings doing it along with you to reap the benefits. Two more. Visualize all beings receiving that positive energy as well. Whatever you have, whatever you cultivate, always a positive outcome delivered to all beings. Just sit for a moment quietly. Both hands on the knees in Yana Mudra. The attention again, the space in your eyebrows. Each time, each opportunity you get, go within. Do your meditation. Through the practice, we try to cultivate stillness of the mind. This happens through stillness of the body and the emotions. So put this into practice now. Put yourself in all beings. Put yourself in the bodies and the mindsets of all beings. Cultivate happiness for them as well. Send your positive energy to all beings everywhere. When you find yourself at ease in that form, you find more of an ability to quiet the mind and to do your meditation. Soon it becomes possible to meditate in every pose. You see sameness, you feel sameness, contentment in whatever situation you're in. So So now let's begin cultivating stillness and quietness in all the postures. Make every posture an offering. So let's come to standing. Okay, so let's start off with the feet 10 inches apart. Raise your arms above the head, charging breathing. From the soles of the feet, inhale all the way up through the body. Pull the earth energy right up through the body to the fingertips. 5, 6, 7, 8. Holding it all with the fingertips. Hold the breath. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Exhale all the way back down to the soles of the feet. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Inhale again. Feels like you're being flooded by the earth's energy. Charging the body up as it rises up to the fingertips. Then holding it all at the fingertips. Hold the breath. Exhale all the way back down. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Last time, attract all the earth's energy right up to the fingertips. Pull it right up there through your attention. Your attention's like a magnet. 5, 6, 7, 8. Holding it all at the fingertips. Hold the breath. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Exhale all the way back down. Feel fully charged. 2, 3, 4. Make use of that energy throughout the practice. 6, 7, 8. Then bring your arms down. Continue with some exercises to prepare the body for the practice and to generate more heat, to promote more release of the impurities from the body. So do the exercises with enthusiasm, do the breathing of vigor to get the full benefits. Inhale, raise the arms up. Exhale, down. Inhale, pull the arms up over the head. Exhale, pull them down. Spread the fingers wide as they go up. Form fists as they come down. Now same movement with the hands, but we're going inhale forward, exhale retract. And then release, arm swings. Pull the arms back behind the ears. And then release. Arms across the chest, inhale. Exhale, throw them back. Alternate the cross each time the arms come across the chest. Good. Now arms up over the head, inhale. Exhale, throw the body down. Stay hanging for a moment to allow the body to stop shaking and bouncing. And then roll your way back up. Next, arms up over the head and then come down into squat on the exhale. If you can't come down all the way, just come down to the extent that you can. Be mindful of the knees. And then right back up, elbows out to the side, twist from side to side. We exhale as we complete the twist on each side. And then come back to the center. Next one again, doing squats. So again, be mindful, move according to your condition. Inhale, circle the arms up. Exhale, down. Inhale, up. Exhale, circle down. and then release. Now, arms in front of the body, the wrists are height to the shoulders, circle around backwards on the inhale to the front. Exhale, pull and then punch right back out. Now drop the arms by the sides of the body. Inhale, circle around to the front. Pull in on the exhale and drop the arms down. We want to exercise all the joints, exercise the full range of motion to keep the joints radiantly healthy and the body in a good state. Feet pointing out to the sides now. And going from side to side, left arm up, inhale. Exhale, bend to the right, right arm up, inhale. Bend to the left on the exhale. And then release. The next movement's exactly the same, but the breathing's a little bit different. Left arm up, inhale. Go a little bit deeper as you hold the breath. Bend more to the right. Coming back up on the exhale, right arm up, inhale. Hold the breath for a few moments as you try to go a little bit deeper into the bend. And then return on the exhale. Continue. Elongate through the breath retention. The top side of the body, but try not to wrinkle the underside of the body too much. Hollow out the side body on the inside. Edge of the body. Feel as if you had weights attached to all the fingertips. Making the arms heavy. And sink into the stretch. Keep on imagining that all beings are experiencing this through your body. So try to deliver the best experience possible. Like practice in a way that is conscious, that is mindful. Free of pain and suffering. That doesn't spin the mind into states of distress or anxiety. Imagine a practice you're trying to just think of the practice you're trying to access. Even if you can't access it immediately, try to imagine yourself in it. See yourself in it. Constant practice with some imagination. You come closer and closer to realizing it each and every time. Let's just do one more on each side. Lean. Feel a nice elongation through the side body. And again, one more time. And coming back up. Now, come onto your hands and knees. move your hands, come onto your fingertips, move them a little bit inside of the shoulders. Like towards your knees. Inhale, arch the back. Exhale forcibly and throw the face towards the belly, around the back. It's like doing Kapalabhati through the exercise. It's a good cleansing technique for the digestive organs. Now hands on flat on the ground underneath the shoulders. This is for the hips. Raise the right leg up, inhale, and swing it out to the right on the exhale. Throw the leg up, the head back. Again, control the movement or make it slower if you need to in accordance with your condition. Loosen up the hip joint. And then the other leg now. Left leg up, inhale, and then swing it out to your left. The leg should feel like a big pendulum. Imagine it just went right out of control, just swinging all by itself. And then release. Just come onto the belly now. Take a deep breath in. Exhale, relax. Next one, working upper back muscles. You want to engage the buttocks and the upper back muscles as you do this posture, as you raise your chest. Join hands behind the back. If you can't join the hands, just keep them apart. Anchor down to the lower body from the hips all the way down to the toes. So inhale, lift. Exhale, back down. Up, down. Squeeze heels, palms together if you can. Up, down, up, down. Press down to the thighs. Up, down. Then the tops of the feet, the toes. Up, down, up, down, up, down, up, down, up, down, up, down. Remember, you can stop when you need to. Up, down, up, down, up, and down. Release. Breathe in. Breathe out. Soften everything. Arms out in front. You can raise the legs and the arms at the same time and come back down. Or you can raise opposite arm to opposite leg at a time with each iteration. If you're feeling stronger, you can just do this rocking action by throwing the legs up, and when the legs come down, the action of the hips and the chest pressing to the ground will fly the upper body up. So it looks like this. Okay, join me. And then settle down on your belly again, forehead on hands. Breathe in. Breathe out. Now hands underneath the shoulders. Push way up into table and bring the seat all the way back behind the heels, child's pose. Next one has 4 movements. Inhale, come up into high cat. Exhale, drop the hips in your hands, cobra, chest forward, head back. Back into high cat. All the way back, child's pose. Inhale, rolling up. Exhale, forward, chest wide. Back up on the inhale. Exhale, all the way back, seat behind the heels. And coming up. Forward. Up. And back. Moving away, that keeps the curve of the spine smooth. Up. Forward, try not to make any sharp folds at either end. At the lower back or the top of the back of the neck. Inhale, up. Forward, telescope the neck out of the shoulders. Back up again. And all the way back. Rolling up, rounding. Then flexing the spine. Rounding again the back. Then flattening and lengthening. And then up. Forward. Up. And back. Think of the spine as a conductor of energy. Up. Forward. If you fold it, just like you fold a hose, you break the flow of energy, just like you blow the flow of water. Up. Forward. Up. And back. Inhale. Exhale. Imagine you can see right through the skin, the spine moving up and back. Each time try to feel the spine is extending out of its source at the base of the spine. And forward. Up. And back. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale. Graceful fluid movements up and back. One more time. Inhale up. Then forward. Back up. Inhale. And all the way back. Rest in child's pose. Breathe in. And breathe out. Soften everything. Relax. Next exercise, we're going to pull yourself forward in cobra. So if you can, you slide the belly down on the ground. Come forward. On the inhale, lift the head and chest. Hold the breath, hold the pose. Exhale all the way back, seat behind the heels. Other alternative way of entering, you can come into baby plank. On the inhale, drop the hips between the hands and then just raise it. Head, shoulders back, arch the back. And all the way back on the exhale. So do whichever motion is suitable for you. Glide forward. If you're gliding, brush your nose to the ground. Hold the breath, hold the pose. And all the way back, exhale. Feel like your snakes slithering through the grass. And just raising his head up to peer out the world. And back. Try to imitate the form to the fullest extent. Copy them physically, mentally, and even emotionally. Have that boundless range of motion. Be regal and wise. Appear cool and collected, undisturbed, always calm. All the way back on the exhale. Inhale. Tap into the mindset of all that you're representing through the divine qualities. All the way back, these are just different ways that God's grace and beauty and magnificence manifests in every being and in such unique, beautiful ways. Hold the breath, hold the pose. And back, exhale. Inhale. Hold the breath, hold the pose, and however you see God, just tap into that perception. Maybe it's that great divine grace, that all-consuming, all-prevalent power, all the way back. Inhale this time if you like. King Cobra, come onto your fingertips. So you can get a little bit more height. Open the knees, try to bring your feet towards the head. Doesn't matter if the toes don't touch. Just do your best. And back, all the way back. And you exhale. Again, slide forward. Coming through. Imagine you're the king of the serpents. And back, exude magnificence, mightiness, fierceness, and fearlessness. Forward and up. Hold the breath, hold the pose. And back. And again. Revere all forms, love all beings through the imitation of them. And back. Exhale. Inhale. Think of each being that you represent as your teacher. Honor the teacher, copy them in every way possible. Then they want to feel more inspired to share all their tricks with you. And back, exhale. Inhale. Come up strong and powerful. Hold the breath, hold the pose. And back, exhale one more time. Inhale. Hold the pose. If you like, bring the feet up again. Feel as though you're squeezing socks behind your knees. Point the toes. And back, exhale. Now, rest in child's pose. Breathe in. And breathe out. Now come forward again. Onto your belly and then roll over onto your back. And just explore all the different ways of moving the body. Raise your arms up over the head, stretch, and then come into tuck. You can do the first one slow if you like, the knees, the shoulders, the chin between the knees. Inhale, again extend out, fingers and toes stretch even. Exhale, pull in. Inhale, stretch, and tuck. Exhale, inhale, exhale. Inhale, exhale, inhale, exhale, inhale, exhale, inhale, exhale. Inhale, same movement, but breathing's different. Hold the breath, come into the tuck, squeeze everything very tight, make your body look like a fist. All the muscles, all the body parts trying to come together in the middle. Then release on the exhale. Inhale, stretch out. Hold the breath and tuck. Everything stops, all the mind fluctuations, the body movements, and even the emotions. Feels as though they were all frozen. Release, exhale. Try to find a quietness through the breath retention and the hold. Inhale, reach out. The stillness in the posture. Hold the breath. Try to bring your attention to the space in your eyebrows. See yourself in this stillness. Release, exhale. Inhale, stretch. Hold the breath and tuck. Observe if you can find stillness in the mind as well. Everything stops. And back. And release. Inhale, stretch. Hold the breath and tuck. Release, exhale. Inhale, extend. Hold the breath and tuck. The mind is still, becomes less likely to be distracted by cravings, desires. Release, exhale. Inhale, extend. Hold the breath and tuck. Desires can possibly lead to attachments. Attachments ultimately lead to suffering. Release, exhale. One more time, inhale, reach. Hold the breath and tuck. And then break the pose. Breathe in. Breathe out. Relax. Good. Now, arms up over the head. If you can, bring your legs up. If you bring your feet up off the ground. If you can bring your feet all the way up behind your head and plow. And then roll up to seated. And then you can do the same. If you have more strength, you can bring your feet all the way down before you sit up. If you need some momentum to sit up while your legs are still up, then that's okay. So just do this a few times. Roll all the way back. And come all the way down with your legs. Or come up to seated. If you want, you can drape your body over your legs as well. Smooth movement. Try not to incur any jerky movements. Want any fast, aggressive, hard, loud movements. Like with the back, with the legs land on the ground. Soften the descent. Let's do one more. Just visualize it by moving the way that you want to see it moving. Perhaps this will translate into your physical movements. Now this time, come to standing. So roll your way up to standing. Find your way up. Okay, so make your way to the front of the mat. Hands to the heart, stay in that mindset of offering up the practice. Imagine this as your divine duty to all beings everywhere. Just do the practice simply because it must be done. Now raise your arms up over the head, Surya Namaskar, reach up and back. Come forward and down into Uttanasana. Bend your knees. If you need to, bring your hands down flat on the ground. Then right foot steps back, lower down the knees, sink down to the seat. Into the high plank. Bring the knees down, the seat all the way back behind the heels. Glide forward between the arms. Propel yourself forward and up into Cobra. Adho Mukha Savasana. Lift the seat up and back. Melt the heart down. Drop the head below the arms. And then the right foot steps forward. If you need to, you can lower the back knee down first. And then use your right hand to assist the foot forward if the foot doesn't make it all the way to your hands. Feet together. Uttanasana, chest on the thighs, head down. Come up to standing, reach up and back. Engage the back, snipper back to support you in that as you arch back. And come back to the heart. Inhale, raise up. And come down. Uttanasana. Left foot back. Drop down the knee again. Push back to the left heel. Sink the seat. Into the plank. Lower down the knees. Again, the seat all the way back behind the heels. Glide forward smoothly into the Cobra. Adho Mukha Savasana. Lift the seat up and back. Sink the heart down. Head comes below the arms. Left foot forward. Feet together. Uttanasana. Chest on the thighs. Bow to the legs. Come all the way up. Standing salute. Hands back to the heart. Don't worry about the breath. Just move the body in a way that feels natural. That keeps the breathing uniform and steady. Uttanasana. Right foot back. The breath will figure out what to do. And for your ease and fluid movement this time, bring the seats back, all the way back. This time if you can, push into your hands, push off with your toes, elbows close to the body. Try to swing right up into upward facing dog without touching your knees and your hips to the ground. If you can't, just do it the regular way. Back into downward facing dog with your knees down and you're sliding on your belly. Right foot forward, sink down to the seat. See if you can keep the left knee up off the ground. And then feet together, Uttanasana, chest on the thighs, head down. Come right up to standing, reach up and back. Hands back to the heart. And again, move swiftly and efficiently. Pull the body down to generate some heat. Warm up the body. Left foot back, keep the knee up off the ground if you can. Into the plank. Bring the seat all the way back behind the heels. Hug the elbows into the sides of the body. Push in towards your toes, press into your hands. Upward facing dog or cobra. And downward facing dog. Left foot steps forward. Move your shoulders over the fingertips so you can place the foot with control, not a big heavy landing. Feet together. Uttanasana. Come up. Arch back. As you see fit, hands to the heart. Go up and back again. Come forward and down. This time, lift the hand and chest. If you feel comfortable, press into your hands, bend your elbows as you fly back, jump back into chaturanga. Otherwise, again, walk back. You can come onto your belly into upward facing dog or cobra. So here, just see if you can pulse back and forth a little bit. Try to get your chest forward and up, your head back. Make like a dog howling at the moon. Then, round your back, tuck your chin in. Send your seat up and back, downward facing dog here. Just pulse here, bounce through the chest. Try to get your chest closer to the ground. Make the back of the body look like a slide at the playground. Steep at the top, shallow at the bottom. Try not to bend the arms. Look like a dog stretching its back. Exhibit the loyalty of the dog to its master. Good. Now push back again. Through the seats, lift the heels, bend the knees, hold the breath. Bring your feet forward, hopping or walking. Pull the body down onto your legs. Come right up to stand, reach up and back. Hands back to the heart. Again, raise your arms up. Go down, Uttanasana. Again, make your entry into chaturanga or on your belly. Lift head and chest, hold the breath. Bend your elbows as you go back so you don't land with a big jarring movement. Into upward facing dog. This time, round your back, tuck your chin in, oscillating between upward and downward. Arch the back, here, melt the heart towards the ground. Come forward, rounding your back. And then push your heart forward, as though you're trying to burst it right through the rib cage. Back the other way. Imagine trying to push the heart right between your shoulder blades, all the way down. And again, roll forward, rounding your back. Explore the movements spine and all the way back. Observe it all the way back into downward facing dog. Now lift the heels, bend the knees, look between your hands. Bring your feet forward, hopping or walking. Pull the body down onto your legs. Come all the way up to standing. Hands back to the heart. Now 2 more. Raise your arms up and back down. Hands on the ground. Lift the head and chest. Go back in the exit of your choice into chaturanga, through into upward facing dog, modify as you need to, downward facing dog. The heels, bend the knees, bring your feet forward softly, pull the body down onto your legs, come forward, learn to move efficiently, back to heart center. 1 more time, rise up tall, arch back as you see fit, hands down to the ground. Lift the head and chest, go back softly into upward facing dog, downward facing dog. Bury your mind deep in the heart, watch the body move even with more fluidity and grace. Your feet forward, pull the body down onto your legs. Come all the way up to stand, reach up and back. Return home, hands back to the heart. Take pause here for a moment. From the heart, inhale up to the space between the eyebrows. Exhale back down to the heart. Dedicate the practice to something higher and greater than just the satisfaction of your own needs. And then release. Let go of all expectations, all attachments to the results. Let's try a few balanced poses now. Standing left on the left foot first. Take the right foot up. You can either bring it in tree with your foot flat against the thigh. If you have a lotus, you can do that as well. Bring a foot into the hip crease, lower down the knee, pointing it down. If you want, you can hold the foot if it doesn't stay in place with your left hand. Bring your right hand in Jnana Mudra in front, or you can bring your hand around the back, hold the elbow, or lean forward, bend the knee, and see if you can take hold of the foot, the toe. And then again, you can bring your hand to your heart. Stand tall, shoulders over the hips, grow tall. you don't have a bind, you can bring hands in prayer and then extend the arms up. You can do the same thing if you have the half the bind with one hand. Rise up tall here. Good. Now from here, bring the left hand down to your left knee. Right hand on the seat can stay there. Turn to the right, the chest, and raise your right arm up. If you can slide your hand down to the outside of the foot and push the left foot right out. Push through the base of the toes, stretch the inner leg muscles. Drop the right hip down. It's like you're resting your leg on a table. And from here, release the foot, if you can, without dropping it down. Lean forward. Come right into eagle from here. Bring arms out to the side. Make like you're gliding on the surface of the ocean. If you lose your balance, take your index fingers to the ground. And when you find a balance, bring your arms up again. Try to arch your back. Bring your right foot up as high as you can. Then press into your left foot and come all the way up. So, and if you can't do a smooth transition just yet, just practice poses individually. Eventually you might be able to come into the poses. Line them up, move between the forms like a shapeshifter. Again, you can come into your lotus tree or your regular tree like so. Hands start at the heart, come up, but if you can take your lotus. Either take the foot or the arm, with the left hand behind the back. You can start with your hand at the heart and then eventually bring the arm up. Point the left knee down. Rise up tall. Lift up through the chest. Anchor down through the corners of the feet, the toes, the toe pads, and the base of the toes and the heel. Good, now from here, release. Release the foot, take the knee out in front, the right hand to the outside of the left knee. And then if you can, turn to your left and bring your left arm back. You can also keep it on your seat if you like. Or if you can, slide your hand down to the foot, push, hold the outer edge of the foot and push the base of the big toe forward. Drop the left hip, charge that standing leg, that's right leg. Engage the muscles below and above the knee to stay steady. Lengthen the inner leg muscles on the raised leg. Now from here, engage, hold your breath, release the foot, turn forward, bend that right knee, and see if you can make your way into eagle. Again, if you need to, you bring your fingertips down to the ground. So move slow so you don't have as much tendency to lose your balance. Arch the back. Bring your head forward a little bit. The head's about the height of the knee. Break the pose, coming back up. Good, now from here, stand in the middle of the mat, face the long edge of the mat, fingers in line with the elbows, and then jump your feet out. And your arms out. Turn to your left, Virabhadrasana 2. Sink down through the left hip. Try to get your seat nice and low. When you swing the right arm down, perhaps the fingers touch the ground. If your hips don't just go down to that far, just do what you can. Stay higher. But try to have your hip eventually at least the same height as the knee, maybe even lower. Now be strong and determined like the warrior. Swing the right arm up to meet the left, Virabhadrasana 1. If your hip still stays turned, you can't turn it all the way, you can pull the right heel up off the ground. Extend upwards, gesture, make a gesture, devoting yourself to the service of all those that you protect, just like the warrior does. Then lower the knee down, Kapiyasana from here, arch back. Rock the shoulders back and forth, pull the arms back behind the ears. You can also just keep pull your opposite elbows and just push your head into the back, into the arms. Lift up from behind. Take the body further by the hips. Make as though you're lying on your back, sunning yourself on a beach. If you have your kapyasana, full kapyasana, make sure your elbows are not bent. Keep them close to the head, the arms straight. Make the shape of a crescent moon. And now break the pose, coming back up. Take the hands to the inside of the foot. Move your left foot out to your left. Drop down through the right. Try to get the right hip and the right forearm to come down. Then roll to your left so you can get your left hip to come down the same distance from the ground. Now sink down to the seat. Imagine you had rocks in your belly and your thigh. Eventually maybe the gap closes. The hips feel heavy, maybe the pelvis will fall by the belly, and then the chest. If you are flexible, place your chest right on the ground. Fix your gaze like a lizard that doesn't blink. Make sure your knees not popping out to the side. Keep it over your heel, close to the shoulder. Now press into your hands, make your way back up. Bend the toes under on the right leg, right foot, and bring the left foot in. The leg should be like a box here. Raise the right arm up. Take the hand to the outside of the left knee. Other hand on the seat. Push the seat in and pull down. Inhale, lift through the chest. Look to the left. Twist from the base of the hips. If you want, you can lean back if you can. Really push to the base of the toes of the right foot. And you can see if you can take your left hand to the outside the heel. Keep your chest lifted. Keep your hips forward. This is too easy for you. Parivita Parsvakonasana. Right arm up. Angle the toe and the knee towards the right. Allow the arm to sit on the outside of the knee. The armpit is sitting right on the outside of the leg. Left hand into the right. I should do this way so you can see. So left hand pushes into the right, and as you push the left hand down to the right, raise the body up at the same time. So the chest comes behind the thumbs, and then roll the left shoulder all the way back. Left hip back, head forward. If you want to go into the bind, move your left hip back, create more distance between the foot and the seat. Use the left hand to guide the elbow so the hand can scooch underneath the leg. Left hand goes over the back. You can pull the hand out a little bit further, out from underneath, and then just join the hands together or lock the fingers together. Last action, take your knee up off the ground if you can. Hold the breath, press back. See that right heel extend through the crown. Keep rotating your chest upwards. From here, release. Bring hands back to the inside. Push the left hip back. The right hip back. The left hand just underneath the shoulder. Your elbows against the inside of the left knee. Trikonasana. Raise the right arm up. Straight line from hand to hand. If you want, you can bring the right hand behind the back. Take your hand to your inner thigh. Roll the right shoulder back. Or bend your left knee a little bit, bring your left shoulder down, and see if you can bind your hands. Your hands are beside your left side of the seat. Try not to bind over, so cause the back to hunch and you lose the shape of the pose. Beside the seat. Head still down. Then release, bring your hands back down. From here, keep the right hand where it is, in front of the shoulder. Left foot moves back, either on top of the right foot or in front. Vasisthasana. If it's too much, lower down the right knee. If you want to go further, slide your left toes back. Push the right foot in a little bit, slide it in. Press into the base of the toes. Keep spinning on your head. You can do wild thing. Those who are more flexible, who are able-bodied, can go right into Urdhva Dhanurasana. Feet and hands land one beside the other. Again, always according to your abilities and your condition. Now return, spin on the right hand, keep your hip high, back into downward facing dog. Breathe in, push the seat back, breathe out, soften through the heart. And now bring the left foot forward, spin towards the long edge of the mat, come all the way up. Go the other way now. Turn to the right. Can't see the camera or the screen, just turn yourself around 180 degrees. Sink your seat down, be mighty and strong like the warrior. Stay straight and true. Stay straight and true in your intentions as much as your lines in the body, from the base of the spine right up the fingertips, one vertical line. Back leg, make sure it's not sagging down. Press the back of the knee up. Lift the back heel up if you need to turn your chest for right forward. Lower down the knee, relax the foot, copy asana. Wiggle the shoulders back and forth. Keep pulling, using your arms to pull the body further by the hips. Rise up by the hips so there's no big sharp line in the back, in the lower back. Again, you can take over opposite elbows so that's more doable for you, or keep your hands on your knee or the seat. Do again according to what you can, what you need, so as to prevent yourself from going into pain or injury. Break the pose. Lizard. Move the seat back, move the right foot out to the long edge of the mat a little bit more, and see if you can lower your left hip and your left forearm down. If you can't get your hand formed on the ground, stay on your hand. Roll back to the right. So this looks a lot like Sphinx pose. You anchor down through the hips. When the hips are heavy, perhaps the rest of the body will be more inclined to sink down as well. The belly followed by the chest. Bring it right onto the ground if you can. Make sure the knee again stays close to the shoulder. Telescope your head and chest forward. The more you lengthen, the more the body comes closer to the ground. Use your imagination to picture a lizard in your mind. Try to imitate, copy them. And then come back onto the hands. Slide your right foot in, bend the toes under on the left foot, come upright. Left arm up, take it to the other side of the right knee. Other hand can stay on the seat if you like. Push in and pull down. Keep your lower back pushing in. Or if you can, lean back a little bit so you can take your hand to the outside of the back heel. Keep your chest open. Keep your hips and your shoulders in the same line, over the back knee. This is too easy, Parivita Parsvakonasana or Sukha Parivita Parsvakonasana if you need, where you can stay on the ground. Make sure your hand is not just staying at the shoulder, the height of the shoulder. You have to push it down. The right hand down to the left, so the center of the chest comes behind the thumbs, the belly comes up. And then you turn. When your belly's higher than the thigh, you have more space to rotate your body. And again, if you like, push your hip back. Your elbow stays close to the shin in the space underneath the knee, so that you can slide your hand further through, pull the hand out a little bit more, and then hold the hands together, or lock the fingers together. If you want, hold the breath, so you can get the back knee up off the ground. Continue to roll your right shoulder all the way back. Break the pose. Turn forward, left hand a little bit in front of the shoulder. Left shoulder spin towards the right. Vasisthasana again. The conventional one, or the knee on the ground, the modified version. Or you can go further, slide the right toes back from your other variations, go ahead. So you can slide your left foot in a little bit. Make sure the base of the big toe is grounded if you're going to wild thing, or if you want to take your right leg up or go into Urdhva Dhanurasana. Move according to your abilities. Just try to go to the edge of your potential. Challenge yourself once in a while. Try something new. Always in a mindful way, of course. Coming back, spinning on your left hand, back into downward facing dog. Good. Now breathe in. Breathe out. Walk the right foot back between your hands. Spin towards long edge of the mat. Arms up to the side and come all the way up. Good. Now from here, jump your feet together, arms by the sides of the body. Stand tall like a mountain. From the base of the spine, inhale up to the crown. Exhale back down to the base of the spine. Be solid and unshakable through and through like a mountain. And unshakable and movable in your devotion to the practice and your dedication to serve others. Now, come down onto your knees. Options here. Let's see. You can either just place your head on the ground, close to the knees, hands beside your feet, and roll your seat up and stay there. If it's too much, if it's very uncomfortable in the back of the neck, it's too much, you just bring your head forward a little bit so that you're more on the top of the head. But if you're okay, just stretch your back of the neck and just bring your seat up higher. Those of you who are able-bodied can bend the toes under and lift your seat up. And then see if you don't fall over your, as though you're going to go into plow, but make sure you keep your base of toes grounded and the backs, the wrists pressing into the mat so you don't fall over onto your back. Okay, if you want, you can walk your feet closer. If it's too much, have more control. You can just take your hands outside of the mat, come onto your fingertips, and then just you have more control this way. Know your strength, know your limits. More comfortable, you can move your feet closer. And you can even come on up, lift your heels if you like. Remember, according to your condition, your limitations, respect them. Then walk back, push into your fingertips, bend your elbows, walk your feet back, lower down. Child's pose. Breathe in. Breathe out. Relax. And then come up, lift up. Bring your elbows underneath your shoulders. Your seat is back on your heels. Make sure you can hold your elbows easily, and then don't move your elbows. Bring your hands forward, join them together. And then from here, place the head between your palms. And if you feel comfortable, lift your seat up. So press into the forearms, walk your feet a little bit closer. And then again, lift your heels as much as you can. If you can, get your feet right close to your elbows. When you lift your seat, your shoulders, your hips will come more in alignment with one another, one on top of the other. Your elbows, shoulders, and hips. Eventually you might be able to bring one foot up towards your seat. Push into forearms, hold your breath, and see if you can get your other knee up. You can stay in a tuck, or if you know how to get into headstand, go ahead. Keep pressing into your forearms. You can bring your knees, your legs up so your knees are over your hips. Your feet are still close to the seat. It's easier here, just split your legs. One leg forward, one leg back. The back leg hanging, with the foot hanging close to the seat and close to the ground. Keep your body compact to stay in balance. If you know how to, if you want to, however, you can extend your feet straight up, straighten your legs. Press the base of the heels of the palms into the sides of the head. Charge your legs. Headstands. Go according to your condition. You can just repeat the child's, the hare pose if you like, with your head on the ground and knees, the shins on the ground. Come back with control. If you're stronger, you can try to pike down. Push your hips back, keep your legs together, and bring your legs down together. If it's too much, you come down 1 foot at a time. Okay, so control it so that the landing is controlled. No heavy, hard, loud landings. Forehead on the ground, breathe in. Breathe out, soften. Roll your way up, find your way onto your back. Come all the way to the front of the mat. So you're doing your headstand, make sure you're at the back of the mat, so if you do fall over, you still land on your mat, especially in your class, this is important. You don't want to make someone else fall or land on somebody. When you're in shoulder stand, you start at the top of the mat. Press into your arms and bring your legs all the way back behind, if you can, behind your head. Then see if you can bring your hands together behind your back, so your elbows come together, your shoulders come behind the body. And then you place your hands on the back, your heels, your palms are roughly in the middle of the back, your fingers facing towards the sky. Now if you feel comfortable here, bring one leg up. Really push through toes, extend the leg as high as you can. Hips forward, support with your hands, and then the other one joins it. Then you find a nice straight line. If it's too much and your elbows are not all the way behind your back, because of any shoulder limitations, you can just go to the level that you can. Maybe your legs are slightly angled. Maybe your hands, maybe just sit on your hands with your legs up. So again, do according to what you need to find steadiness. And once you're steady, go inward. Go within and begin your meditation. It's just uninterrupted concentration. Fix your attention on the space between the eyebrows. If it helps, see the symbol Om or a flower or a diamond. Create an image in your head and fix your attention on that image. Hand tops of shoulders, those advanced practitioners, you can take your hands onto your thighs. Candlestick. Now getting ready to come down into plow pose. Bring your seat back a little bit. Bring your feet down behind your head again. If your feet don't touch down, keep your hands on the back. If they do, you can bring your hands on the ground. Walk your feet a little further away from your head. If you like, you can also drop your thighs down onto your body, your knees on either side of the head, on the shoulders. Here again, go beyond the body, the mind, and emotions. Keep your attention fixed on the image that you create in your mind, or simply just on the space between your eyebrows. Just try not to let your attention waver. If it does, however, be unconcerned, be undisturbed, be unjudging. Just do your best. Gang ready to come out now. Hands behind the back. Roll your way down. Your hands are behind the seat, palms down, and then at some point perhaps the seat lands on the wrists. Keep lowering your legs until they're about halfway down, and when they are, stop there, your legs, push into your arms and lift your back up off the ground. So your body looks like a little bit like a V shape, letter V. Keep your legs charged, push your chest up, shoulders back. If you can, bring the top of the head to the ground. If it's too much, bring your legs down. If you can't get your head to the ground, just maybe bring your body lower a little bit, your chest lower if you need to, if it's too much to hang your head there. And then, by a streak of breath, breathe very fast in those like a sniffing dog. If your legs are up, Bring your feet down close to the seat with your knees bent, edges of the feet in line with the hips. Keep your head where it is. Now those of you who can, bring your fingertips beside your head, lift your seat up again, and then bring your head in closer. Turn your hands around, fingers facing towards you. We're setting up for Urdhva Dhanurasana. You can keep your head on the ground or take a half breath in, hold the breath, and see if you can get your head up off the ground. If you're not able to do Urdhva Dhanurasana, just do your bridge. You can come back onto your head on the ground, your back of the head on the ground, press into your shoulders and just lift your hips up. Bring your chest towards your chin. So if you're doing bridge pose, it looks like this. Your chest is high, your hips are high, your chest looks like a wall. Arch your back, tilt the hips forward. For Urdhva Dhanurasana, if you're in a pose, you can lift your heels, rock back and forth a little bit. Sometimes Dharmaji says it's good to hold the pose until you shake. Challenge yourself, build your stamina, build your strength. Be undisturbed, just know it's the body and the mind and the emotions that are feeling all this. Not you, not the real you. You remain unaffected like the witness. Good. Now, lower your heels down. If you're in Urdhva Dhanurasana, bring your head back down. And then everybody come out of the pose. Rest on your back, breathe in. Breathe out all fatigue. Then make your way up to seated position in any which way you like. You can bring your arms over the head and sit up if you're able to. Or roll onto your side and come up. Paschimottanasana. Legs straight, or if you're very tight in the hamstrings, pull your feet towards you a little bit. The knees are lifted. Inhale, reach up. And then come forward, drape your body over your legs. You can hug your legs from underneath with your arms, or take hold of the edges of the feet. If you can go, bring flat on the ground, your legs extended, go ahead. Keep your chest, your belly with your thighs. Imagine your belly, your chest going beyond, is trying to make its way beyond the knees. All the attention to the base of the spine. Your attention might attract all the blood to that area, and you might feel it swimming around in that area. Imagine that is the energy that is locked at the bottom there, at the base of the spine, trying to make its way up. You can only unlock the roots to make that energy rise when you're in observance of the ethical rules at all times. Keep visualizing that opening, that gate opening so that the energy can fly up. And it is said that when the energy reaches the crown, that's when you can experience divine bliss. Keep attracting there through your attention. And come back up. Hands behind the back, fingers facing away. Purvottanasana or bench pose. If you're doing Purvottanasana, slide your heels in a little bit and then push into the feet. You have to roll the toes, thighs and toes towards us so you can press the toes down. Try to get your chest higher than your shoulders, your hips high. Allow your head to go back. This is Purvottanasana. Remember, try not to have your heels lifted, your body sags, and you won't be able to hold it as long. Press your toes down. You have to really lift your hips and your chest. If it's too much, bring your heels in underneath your knees. Keep your chest and your hips high, however. Shoulders on the same line as the knees, and same with the hips. Breathe very fast in those like a sniffing dog again. Lower the seat down. Hug your legs to the body. Breathe in. Hold the breath for a moment. Keep your attention at the space in your eyebrows. Pause slowly. Let all the tension just fall away from the body. Now bring your legs forward. Right leg over the left, on the right foot on the outside of the shin, toes close to the ankle. Right hand behind the back, just stand and send back. Make sure you're not leaning back. Keep your body straight, shoulders over the hips. Left arm up and press the forearm against the outside of the right thigh. Inhale, push the lower back up and in. Turn to the right. All the way, as much as you can. Press the elbow against the knee and vice versa. Imagine trying to pull the knee beyond the left edge of the body. Left leg stays charged. Keep pushing out through the heel. And the neck stays long as well. Come back. Go the other way now. Change legs around. Left hand right against the back. Push the lower back up and in. Right arm comes up. Go to the outside of that, the left leg. Inhale, push the lower back up and in. Turn to your left. So make sure you're not just resting there passively. You have to really push against the knee against the elbow against the knee, and just visualize the spine rotating. And then bring the body with it. Eventually maybe the chin comes over the back shoulder. Actively rise up on the inhale. Exhale, keep spinning around. Break the pose, lie down on the back. Ease your way down, so no big heavy thuds on the ground. Again, moving away, that's gentle. And once you're on the back, just relax. Allow the feet to fall away from one another. The hands are resting on either side of the body, beyond the edge of the mat, palms facing up. Take a deep breath in. Gather up all the tension in the body, bring it to the center. Exhale, just funnel it right out of the body. Feel it just dropping right out. Like you let go of a big load, heavy load. Scan the mind now for any negative thoughts, negative experiences that are disturbing you in some way, that are bringing you grief or anxiety. Exhale. Just funnel it out of the body as well, along with the just as you did with the physical tension, heaviness. And then scan for any negative emotions in your heart. Feeling any kind of heartache in any way due to negativity, negative emotions, anger, fear, doubt, any of that. Sadness. Exhale again, just empty it out. Let it all go. And feel as though you were just relieved of all that heaviness, mental, physical, and emotional heaviness. Feel light now. Feel as though you can now receive. You're like an open vessel. Now inhale, draw in the best of the best of the universe. Pull in all the benefits that come as a result of this practice. So many different benefits on so many different levels. Flood yourself with it. Bring it right to the spiritual heart located in the center of the chest and the right side of the physical heart. Exhale. Imagine it going out to all beings everywhere. Inhale, continue to attract the best of the best, everything that you need, and in fact what everybody else needs as well. Bring it to the spiritual heart, the residing place of God. As you exhale, imagine it going to all beings everywhere. For this is possible because God resides in all beings, equally as God resides in our own. meditate upon that space in your heart, that spiritual heart that grows infinitely larger. Each and every day, through practicing compassion, ahimsa, through the adherence to the ethical precepts, the yamas and niyamas. Feel empowered to act in a way that doesn't bring about pain or suffering to anybody, that does not kill the comfort of any being. Keep on meditating upon that every day, even just for a few moments, to keep that intention lodged firmly in your mind and heart. So now, with that intention set firmly in the mind and heart, come back from Shavasana, prepared to bring it out into your day-to-day life, exercised in all your interactions and all your actions, thoughts and words. Sitting up now, tall and straight. Close our practice with Om Shanti, Shanti, Shanti. Instill the peace within and send it out to all beings everywhere. Shanti, Shanti, Shanti. Be receptive to the divine grace within. Namaste. Thank you so much for coming. Have a wonderful day.